In Gainesville, the University of Florida and Conjoin Ballpark are not the only places you can find baseball. As April begins, the high school baseball season is officially underway, nearing its halfway point, and the Buchholz Bobcats are off to another great start. With an early record of 8-4 and 1-0 in district play, the Bobcats are looking to replicate some of that magic they had during the 2023 season. During that season, Buchholz made a deep playoff run before eventually losing 10-8 to Winter Springs. Buchholz head coach Ron Brooks spoke a little about some of the goals he has for his team during the 2024 season.
Of course, everybody hopes to make the playoffs and make a run and win a state title. First thing we got to do is get better every day. I know it's a cliche, but it's important to take every day and make the best of it. And then, go out there and play really good baseball each night, not looking past the game that you're at. But, we hope to make the playoffs, make a run. We got a lot of returning starters coming back, so hopefully we can win our last game.
Success on the field is nothing new to the athletes at Buchholz. In all their major sports, football, baseball, and even basketball, the Bobcats are constantly competing for state titles as well as district ones. Brooks offered some insight on how he keeps his team playing up to that standard, as well as what it takes to build a winning program.
It all boils down to building a good culture, right? I mean, we're fortunate to have some really good kids in the program that have done a good job and worked hard. You just hopefully instill in them when they're a freshman, the hard work it takes to be a Bobcat and what we ask of them to do, and they do it. And fortunately, that's helped develop some good baseball players.
Senior shortstop and team captain Cooper Collins also spoke about what it means to be a Bobcat.
I think we have pride in the black and gold, and we know the history here. I mean, you see on the wall behind us, professional baseball players, it goes all the way down. I think we kind of know the history and we know what's expected of us, and then we see the district champions and the regional finalists, and we kind of see where we need to go, and then last year's an example, we know we can do it, so it just helps us keep that standard.
Playing to such high standards can also come with some pressure and mental lapses. Senior catcher Noah Hayes spoke a little bit about what the team does pregame to mentally prepare itself for the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a team, we always take BP before the game together, and we do this thing where we all kind of kneel down and pray, and then we kind of, as a group, get hyped up before the game and say a little word.
Although playing up to those high standards may be difficult at times, this year's Bobcats team has the advantage of having a strong presence of upperclassmen. Buchholz has 6 returning seniors this season, several of whom have stepped into leadership positions of their own. Collins expanded on some of the things he tries to accomplish as a leader and an upperclassman on this year's team.
I think just leading by example. I think when you're a senior, you can get this mindset that senioritis, you kind of just roll through things and don't take it very seriously, but it's incredibly important to set that example and just stay focused and show your grit and just stay tough and set an example for the young guys.
Hayes added on, explaining how having so many returning players helped the team a lot in terms of depth.
So we have most of our guys back. I'd say our team is really, really good as far as pitching and defense-wise. Our pitching staff is really, really deep. We got Wilkie, Cardozo, Aiden, Wyatt, JJ, just tons of guys that throw lots of strikes and are really good.
Coach Brooks also spoke about how helpful it can be to have that senior presence on your team.
It's real important for a lot of reasons. The biggest one is what you said, the leadership, right? And they've worked really hard for this year, given a lot to the program, so hopefully they can be rewarded with a successful season.
With Florida being notorious for having some of the best competition in the country for high school baseball, Buchholz will have a tall task on its hands in order to win state. But the Bobcats aren't letting that diminish their goals for the season. With Reptile Report, I'm Austin Sterling.